that you may be able to withstand the evil day, having done all to stand, do what? Have that standard. Having done all to stand, guess what? Have that standard. Okay? You need a standard. What is your standard? Okay? Because you can't establish a frame if you don't have a standard. Okay? And I'm going to help you understand how to establish that standard. And I'm going to go through these pretty quickly because I want to get to where we can Q&A, back to the Q&A. Now, once you have the standard, you start establishing that standard. This is what's going to come. Restraints. The R stands for restraint. Write that down. So F, floor, and restraint. So you have a floor restraint. What is your restraint? Restraints are revelatory. Write that down. Restraints are revelatory. Okay? Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint, but happy is he who keeps the law. So when you're not understanding your frame, you usually don't have a restraint. You know what happens when you don't have restraints? You're dealing with comorbidities and coping mechanisms. You're probably touching stuff that's compromising your frame. It's compromising the wisdom and your coherence in understanding in real time a moment. You're missing moments because you're not coherent, because you keep casting off the restraint. Okay? Where there's no vision, we cast off the restraint. But happy is he who keeps the law. So you have to understand the revelation is there for spirit-led action. This is where the revelation is for you to have to really come into spirit-led action. Okay? So where there's no revelation, you're going to cast off restraint. Okay? Where there is no revelation, where there is no submission, the people will cast it off. But happy is he who keep the law. What he's saying is, listen, I need you to have a restraint. Because every time you break your restraint, your wife see your compromise. Listen, men, this is very important. You ready? Stop saying one thing and doing another. Stop saying one thing and doing another. Especially in front of your wife's face. You know what, man of God? You know what I've learned? See, God gave me many principles early on. This was before people was talking about this stuff. You understand? Especially before I got married. And one thing I realized, because I wasn't standing up on them, they started coming back and attacking me. They started coming back and attacking me. And then God had to bring me back and say, you know, you lost, you started losing all that. You start living for your family. You start compromising your words. You start doing all of this. And say, so look what you're looking at. Oh, I start living just a regular man of God lifestyle, a regular church lifestyle based on the culture, based on this. You're going to fail. You're going to fail. No. You got to stop compromising your restraint. If you say you're going to go work out, you say you're going to go do this, and then your wife say, well, you know, I just wanted to, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to do it because I'm just going to be with, see, you just cast off your restraint. Unless it's essential, stick to your word. Stick to your word. Most of us are being compromised because you don't stick to your word. You don't stick to your word. You say you're going to do something, you never do it. And then when you tell your wife something, you want her to respect you to a word that you don't establish. You never do it. So that